Hey Vikings, what's up? Valdar and Stev here. Can y'all believe that the semester is almost over? Well, that means it's time to get started and register for your classes for the summer and for the fall of 2021. So, fall, summer and fall 2021 registration is now open, and we want to remind everybody, we are still here on campus. Our teams are here and ready to help all of you get ready for the new semesters. So we're going to pitch it to some of our friends here today. You're going to meet some familiar faces and some new ones. So to kick things off, we're going to send it over to our new friend Omar, who's going to tell you everything about admissions and how to apply. Take it away, Omar.
I wanted to invite everyone to post their questions in the chat. If you have any questions, we'll get to those. Just post those in the chat. And by the end of our presentations, we'll have all of your questions answered. I did want to share my screen because I wanted to talk about the enrollment process. And the enrollment process is a series of steps that you're going to undergo to get you enrolled here at Del Mar. And I want to show you how to access those steps. Our website at delmar.edu has a lot of useful links on it. I'm going to show you as a new student which links you want to pay attention to the most as you're enrolling. So if you're a new student and you go to delmar.edu, I want you to click on the New Student tab up on top. And then you can click on Apply on the following page. And we're going to have a helpful video that you can watch that will help you finish your Apply Texas application, which is the first step in enrolling into Del Mar. But I also want you to take a look at the different student categories that we have listed here, because each of these categories is going to have instructions on how you can enroll into Del Mar. So for example, a first-time college student, like many of us are, you're going to be looking at completing the Apply Texas org application here. You're going to be looking at completing your TSI test. You're going to want to provide proof of your bacterial meningitis vaccination. You're going to want to submit your official transcripts. You're going to want to apply for financial aid. And then you're going to want to take a look at our after admissions checklist, which will have other processes on it that you need to complete as well. If you wanted to take a look at Del Mar and connect with us virtually, we have outreach events that we are conducting virtually, and we have a list of those events. If you go to delmar.edu/outreach events, you will be taken to this portion of our website here. And this is where we list all of our upcoming events that we have, such as our summer and fall registration, our Apply Texas virtual workshops, our Facebook Live registration rallies, our Saturday registration, which we have coming up this weekend as well from 10 to 2 on the East Campus. Please take a look at this page because we have a lot of useful workshops as far as financial aid goes. We have our Lunch and Learn series. We have individual departments holding Facebook Live events as well, such as a cosmetology program. So delmar.edu/outreach events is going to take you to this page here. Very important if you're looking to get more information about our departments and our enrollment process. One of the most important things that you're going to want to do as a new student is to get your DMC ID, and I want to show you how to do that. So again, we're going to go to our New Students tab at delmar.edu, and you're going to want to go into your launch link. And in your launch link, you're going to have a ton of useful links here that'll help you clear your holds, register for class, review your schedule. We want to get our DMC ID, so we want to click on the Get Connected link. And if you'll see here, you can activate your DMC email and sign into your student portal, which is the web DMC. And if you click on this link here, you'll be taken to a login page that'll provide you with your login information based on your student ID and your date of birth. Now, once you are registered, or once you've completed your Apply Texas application and you get your acceptance letter or email from Del Mar, you're going to want to check your holds on your accounts. And the way that you do this is by going to the current status, current students tab on our delmar.edu webpage. And you're going to want to click this link down here that says Clear Hold Status. And if you log in with the information with your DMC ID, you will be able to see the holds that you have on your account. It'll give you a description of those holds, and these holds you have to clear before you are able to register for your classes. Now, I understand that this process can be overwhelming. Maybe it's a little bit confusing. Maybe you have questions over it. I wanted to introduce you to our staff that we have at the Student Enrollment Center that is here to help you. And I wanted to give you a phone number to call if you had any questions or needed assistance on this process. That phone number is going to be 361-698-1290, or you can email our office at enroll@delmar.edu. If you're a new student and you're in the middle of this enrollment process, please write down this information, 361-698-1290. That's how you can reach us. And again, when you come to our delmar.edu webpage, the most important links that you're going to need first starting out are going to be under new students and current students. And again, if you have any questions over this process, please put them in our chat room. At this point, I'd like to send it over to our director, Sarah King, who's going to give us some information about advising and registration.
All right. Thank you, Omar, and hello, Vikings. My name is Sarah King, and I'm the Director of Admissions here at Del Mar College, but I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about academic advising at Del Mar College. So if you're coming straight out of high school, you have your high school counselor, and this representative helps you not only work through any personal issues you may be facing, but also helps you choose the courses you need to graduate. Well, here at Del Mar, those are two different people. We have an amazing nationally recognized counseling center that offers an array of services to help with your mental and emotional health. They're phenomenal. It's a great team. But then we have an equally phenomenal advising team. Your academic advisor is going to be the person who helps you succeed while you're here at Del Mar. They're going to help you each step of the way, making sure that you're picking out the classes that you need to graduate, that you're fulfilling the requirements for your program. If you're trying to get into a secondary elective program, so for instance, our nursing program or our dental and sonography programs, these representatives on campus are going to be the ones to help you get there. So what we wanted to do today is we wanted to show you how to find them. Once you complete the application process that Omar just discussed, you're going to be ready to meet with your academic advisor. And this is a very, very important relationship for you to begin building as early as possible, because again, they're going to be the one to help guide you through your entire time here at Del Mar College. So I'm going to share my screen as well, which I'm sure you guys have gotten used to us all year saying that for you. And I want to recommend that you visit delmar.edu/registration. delmar.edu/registration. And what you're going to see here on the main page is information about upcoming Saturday events, registration dates, payment tuition deadlines for our Summer 1, Summer 2, Fall, how to register yourself, Web DMC, so on and so forth. So some really important information. But right over here to the left-hand side, you can see departmental advisors. And when you click on that, you're going to see this drop-down menu. All you need to do is find your major. So if you're wanting to go into sonography, for instance, you'll see health sciences here. You can click on that and you can see the advisor for your program. And most of our advisors, by the way, do recommend that you schedule an appointment with them using their scheduling system. So all you have to do is click on this link. And most of our departments have them. You can see we also have them for our departments within our business and entrepreneurship, our allied health, and all of the majors are listed here in the center, so you can find your major there. And you'll just fill this out very quickly and turn it in. And what will happen at that point is your advisor from your department will contact you and assist you through the registration process. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, I'm not really sure what it is I want to do yet. And maybe you did put a major on your application, but maybe you're not so sure if that's what you want to stick with. That's okay. That's when you want to come see us here in the Student Enrollment Center. Our Student Enrollment Center advisors, and you can see here I am right there, we're the representatives who are going to help you in choosing a major. We work with our Career Services office on campus to assist you with finding a major that works best for you. We can help you if you're undeclared and just want to obtain your basics at this point, or if you just want to get started here at Del Mar while you're waiting to decide what it is that you want to do. That's us. That's what we're here for. You can see our email addresses are here, but so is our form. And you can fill this out really quickly, and one of our advisors will be with you very shortly to get started on your registration process. Now, one really important thing though is you do have to make sure that you are ready to register. If you're missing, especially your TSI, for instance, that might hinder you from being able to start the advising and registration process. So if you can see again right over here, there's information on registration and preparing to register. So make sure, just like Omar told you, you double check your admission status, and as long as you're good to go and all you really need to do at this point is meet with your advisor, that's when you're ready to come and see us. If you're looking at your hold and you're not entirely sure what does this hold mean, we also have our hold codes, button there, and you can see it tells you exactly what the hold is and then who to contact to get that hold removed. Okay, so if you're looking at something that says, for instance, an RG hold, which is a pretty common hold at Del Mar, that is your advising hold, and that's when you're ready to come and see us. So make sure that you get that taken care of. One other thing, we do require new student orientation for incoming freshmen, but all students are strongly encouraged to attend, even if you're a returning student. We are offering in-person and online orientations throughout the summer, and you will have an opportunity there to meet your advisor as well. So that is our advising process at Del Mar College. And like I said, it's an incredibly important relationship that you're going to be building with your advisor throughout your time here at Del Mar. So the earlier you meet with them, the more successful you're going to be. So do make sure that you visit delmar.edu/registration, and that's where you can find your advisor. Now I'm going to turn it over to Kayla. She's our outreach coordinator for our financial aid office, because after you register for classes, it's time to pay your tuition. So Kayla's going to talk to you a little bit more about how to get assistance in paying for tuition. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Hi guys, my name is Kayla Lopez, and I am the financial aid outreach coordinator here at Del Mar College. So what I'm going to do to start us off is already share my screen so I can show you guys how to access all of the information straight from our webpage. So let me go ahead and get that screen shared. All right. So the first thing that I want to show you guys is how to access our financial aid webpage. So if you simply go to delmar.edu, it's going to bring you to our homepage. You will go ahead and hover your mouse over Viking Toolbox. If you're on your phone, you can click Viking Toolbox and go ahead and scroll down to financial aid. This is going to bring you to our page. We have made some new additions to the page over the last couple weeks, and one of the biggest things that we have done is added a financial aid how-to video. So a lot of questions came in with students, having some questions with the FAFSA application, where to access the FAFSA application. And so what we did was made this video so that you guys can follow along at your own pace, step-by-step tutorial on how to complete that FAFSA. So again, that is going to be right there, smack in the middle of our webpage, super easy for you guys to access. Now, below here, you can see we do have a lot of other information, such as how to apply for financial aid, who's eligible, all the way down to our forms and other documents. Some of you guys may be checking your financial aid status, and you might have noticed that you have some unsatisfied requirements that we are requesting, maybe documentation from you, maybe some tax forms. And if you're not sure how to access that or where to find those docs, you can find them right here by clicking View All Financial Aid Forms and Documents. Now, something that's going to be really important to note, if you are planning on taking summer classes, so you are completing your FAFSA for the summer, you are going to be completing the 2020 through 2021 FAFSA application using 2018 tax information. That is going to be our 2020-2021 forms. Just in case there is anything being required, you can find all that documentation right here. Now, if you are going to be completing the FAFSA, if you're going to be attending starting in the fall, so that's courses that begin in August, you will be completing the 2021-2022 FAFSA application using 2019 tax information. And for that, you will be able to complete our 2021-2022 forms that are also located right here. And again, if you're unsure of if you have any documentation that's needed, you can go ahead and check your Web DMC portal, log in so you can view your financial aid checklist, or you can give us a call to our office. Now, if you are going to be attending summer and fall, then of course you will be completing both FAFSA applications. And this is where you will go to complete that. It is on the FAFSA how-to. We do have the information if you forget what link or if you're not sure how to get started, we do have that information there. But you are going to be getting started here on the FAFSA homepage. You will log in, and then again, 2020, 2021 using 2018 tax information for the summer, 2021, 2022 FAFSA using 2019 tax information for courses beginning in the fall. It can sound confusing. I know that right now at the end of the spring is kind of like a in the middle time period, but definitely just keep in mind we've had a couple of students that have already called in because they were trying to attend for summer, but they accidentally did the fall FAFSA application instead. No problem at all. You're definitely just going to want to make sure that you double check those years so that we have all the documentation needed so we can get you that financial aid award offer. Going back to our page, if you have any questions, you can always contact us. Our contact information is located right here. You can also send us an email at financialaid@delmar.edu. We do have a couple of events planned in the upcoming weeks, and so you're going to want to make sure that you follow us on Facebook and on Twitter so that you can get all of that information as well. And then really quick, I know I mentioned it before, if you are trying to access your financial aid checklist, you can go to WebDMC, you will click log in, enter your user ID and password, and once signed in, you will click financial aid checklist to view your status. Let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen real quick. Alrighty, so again guys, any questions that you have, definitely feel free to reach out to us. We are here, we are ready to help. We can also schedule appointments with you online if you have any questions, or if you just want to meet with somebody one-on-one, we can definitely make that happen. I can tell you that next Tuesday, I believe, let me double check the date. Yes, next Tuesday from 12 to 2 is our next FAFSA workshop. It is a virtual workshop, so you will be able to log in from anywhere so that you can join in and get assistance with your FAFSA application. Look at our Facebook page, look at our Twitter page for more information, and also for that registration link. So what I'm going to do now is pass it back to Omar so he can assist with payment option and deadline information. Thank you guys again.
All right, thank you very much, Kayla. And yes, like Kayla said, I want to talk about something very important, which is going to be your payment options and your deadlines for your tuition. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again so that I can show you all something that Kayla touched on as well, which is the Viking Toolbox. And if you go to your academic calendar link, you're going to have access to all the important dates that are coming up throughout your semesters here at Del Mar. Some of those most important dates are going to be when your tuition is due. And let me show this to everybody right here. When it comes to your summer and fall 2021 tuition due dates, you're going to want to write these down. Again, if you're a new student, take these notes. Summer 1, May 25th is when your tuition is due by 6 p.m. For summer 2, July 6th at 6 p.m. is when your tuition is going to be due. And for the fall, July 21st at 6:30 p.m. is when your tuition is going to be due. Now, a great question is what happens if I miss my tuition deadline? Something that can happen is that you will be dropped from your courses. So you're going to want to make sure that you have your payments and your payment plans ready to go by these dates so that you can remain in your classes. The next great question would be is how do we pay for our tuition? And again, if we go to our delmar.edu homepage and we click on current students, or actually, I'm sorry, we click on new students and we click on launch, and you click on our link that says pay tuition and fees. You can view your payment methods by clicking this link right here. And currently, we're not accepting in-person payments, but thankfully we are accepting payments online, and you can pay through your WebDMC portal with these methods here. We have the steps that will allow you to pay online as well. And we also have the address if you are mailing in your payment as well. Again, if you have any questions over this process, please call us at 361-698-1290, and we can help you with this process. Something I'd like to do now before we conclude is check the chat room to see if we have any questions. And correct me if I'm wrong, Sarah, I think you're observing our chat room for any questions that we may have. Do we have any questions at the moment?
We do have one question about learning more information on our continuing education programs.
All right, so our continuing education programs, we're going to have information about that on our website, and we also have a department that you can call for continuing education as well. Let me get that information loaded up for us. Let me share my screen again so I can bring this up. All right, so our continuing education portion of our website is going to have all the information that you need when it comes to understanding what continuing education does and when it comes to contacting your advisors and department for continuing education. This is going to be available at delmar.edu. I'll highlight it up here in our address bar, delmar.edu/continuing-education. That's going to bring you to our continuing education page here. And you're going to have information on the courses that we offer. And we have our continuing education online and in-class courses option. We have a free fast track training for employees impacted by COVID-19 option as well. We have the ability for you to speak to a live representative. We have a live chat option as well. And you can search the schedules. You can learn how to register. You can contact us, and we can give you information about all these programs that we offer here when it comes to continuing education. Now, of course, if you're a new student and you want to give us a call at the Student Enrollment Center first, please feel free to do so at 361-698-1290. Or if you look at our staff directory for continuing education, we have that information here as well with everyone's names, titles, and phone numbers. Again, that's going to be delmar.edu/continuing-education. Great question. Sarah, did we have any other questions, or was there anything else you would like to add on to that continuing education information?
Yes, we had a question come in from Miss Letty Morales. Her son wants to change his major and he needs guidance on how to do that.
All right. Well, changing your major is definitely something that you can do at Del Mar, and it's something that students do all the time. It's very common. What you're going to need to do is get in touch with the registrar's office, and you're going to want to turn in a change of major form. So to get this form, I would advise that you give us a call. Again, I'm going to throw the number out there, 361-698-1290, and ask us to send you the change of major form. You can also get in touch with the registrar's office. They have the form on hand as well. And if you email us as well, we can send you that form along with the registrar's office. So the nice thing about Del Mar is that we have assistance available to our students. Whether you call the Student Enrollment Center, where you call the registrar's office, we're going to make sure that you have the things that you need, including that change of major form for the registrar's office. Great question, Letty.
Okay, at this time, there are no more questions currently in the chat, but we will be checking the chat throughout the day. So we encourage you to continue asking your questions, and we will get them answered within the chat by your Del Mar College professionals. To wrap up today's event, we're going to go ahead and throw it back to Valdar, and he's going to give our goodbye for the day.
Thank you so much, friends. That was a lot of information, and we hope it was helpful for everybody. Speaking of information, as a Del Mar College student, you are entitled to so many different services here on campus, like the Student Success Center. We also have our Stone Writing Center and even Student Life. But one thing that all of our students get access to is tutor.com. If you don't know about tutor.com, it is available for all current students at Del Mar College and is available through your Canvas. Simply go onto Canvas and log onto Canvas, click Viking Central, and then click on tutor.com, and you will have access to some of the best tutors from around the country for 24 hours a day. And it's completely free, so take advantage of that. Also, to let all of our students know, this Saturday on April the 17th from 10 o'clock to 2 p.m. right here in the Harvin Center, we will be giving out free meningitis shots and TSI testing. So if you need to get some of that taken care of, come on down this Saturday from 10 to 2 here at the Harvin Center. But on behalf of Valdar, myself, and the rest of us here at Del Mar College, we hope you're staying safe, we hope you're staying healthy, and we can't wait to see y'all very soon. Have a great day, everyone.